Have you ever wondered what an ancient king can teach us about how to live better today? What if I told you that some of the most valuable advice comes from an almost forgotten king, but whose words still echo in our everyday lives? Today, we will explore 5 teachings of King Lemuel that can transform his way of seeing the world and acting in it. Prepare to discover lessons ranging from choosing your company well to the importance of fairness. Stick around, because this advice may be exactly what you need to give up in your life. The first lesson we can learn from King Lemuel is about the importance of choosing your companions well. In Proverbs 31 verse 3, he warns us against the influence of evil companies, which can lead us astray and away from our goals. This advice may sound simple, but it's incredibly profound when we think about how our lives are shaped by the people we choose to spend time with. Imagine that you are the captain of a ship, sailing the vast ocean of life. Your friends, family, and colleagues are the crew. If you have a crew that is not committed to the well-being of the ship, does not follow the rules of navigation, or is constantly causing problems, the fate of your ship will be at least uncertain. Similarly, in our lives, surrounding ourselves with negative people, unmotivated, or who do not share the same values and goals can lead us to crooked paths and divert us from our dreams. King Lemuel reminds us that we must choose our companions carefully, for they have the power to influence our thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors. In modern life, this means being attentive to who we let into our inner circle. True friendships are those that elevate us, inspire us to be better, and support us in difficult times. These are the people we should be looking for and keeping around. Furthermore, Lemuel teaches us that wisdom lies in recognizing when a company is not healthy for us. This can be difficult, especially when we have strong emotional ties to these people. However, the courage to turn away from negative influences is crucial to our personal and spiritual growth. Think about your current friendships. Which ones motivate you to achieve your goals? Which ones challenge you to be a better person? And what, perhaps, pull you down or take you away from your values? Answering these questions can be revealing and is an important step in applying this teaching of King Lemuel in your life. Therefore, when choosing your companions, remember the wise words of Lemuel. Surrounding yourself with people who share your dreams, values, and who really care about your well-being is critical to a full and fulfilled life. After all, as the saying goes, tell me who you're with, and I'll tell you who you are. King Lemuel's second teaching is on the importance of righteousness, a fundamental principle he highlights in Proverbs chapter 31, verse 8 and 9. He encourages us to open our mouths to those who cannot defend themselves, and to defend the rights of all those in need. This counsel calls us to be defenders of justice, to use our voice to protect those who do not have the capacity to protect themselves, and to fight for a more just world for all. In modern life, the importance of this teaching is undeniable. We live in a society where many people are marginalized and silenced, where inequality and injustice still prevail. Being a defender of justice means taking an active stand against these inequalities, whether in small daily actions or in large social movements. It means using our privilege and our platform, however small, to amplify the voices of those who are often ignored. Imagine a scenario where you witness an act of injustice, like someone being treated unequally at work or school. Following Lemuel's teaching means that you should not be silent. Instead, you must speak up, question, and seek solutions to correct this injustice. This can be uncomfortable and often takes courage, but it is an essential step towards promoting a more just and egalitarian environment. Moreover, social justice is a vital aspect of Lemuel's teaching. It invites us to look beyond our own circumstances and consider the needs of others. This can manifest itself in various ways, such as supporting organizations fighting for human rights, participating in peaceful protests, or simply educating themselves and educating others about important social issues. Being fair also means being impartial in our judgments and actions. We should treat all people with respect and dignity, regardless of their origin, status, or beliefs. This includes recognizing our own prejudices and working actively to overcome them. Justice is therefore a principle that should guide our daily interactions and our larger decisions. Another important aspect of Lemuel's teaching is the idea of social responsibility. He reminds us that we have a role to play in building a fairer society. This is not just a responsibility of leaders or rulers, but of each of us. Small actions such as consciously voting, supporting inclusive policies, or helping a neighbor in need contribute to the promotion of justice. In short, King Lemuel's teaching on the importance of justice is a powerful call to action and reflection. He reminds us that our voice and our actions have an impact, and that we can use this power to promote justice in our daily lives. Whether defending someone who is being wronged, supporting social causes, or simply being an example of justice and integrity in our lives, we are honoring this valuable teaching. So, each day, look for ways to incorporate justice into your actions and decisions, because, as Lemuel teaches us, this is one of the greatest contributions we can make to a better world. Third valuable teaching of King Lemuel is about moderation and self-control, especially standing out in Proverbs chapter 31, verse 4 and 5. Lemuel warns us about the dangers of excess, using the specific example of alcohol to illustrate how lack of moderation can lead to reckless behavior and loss of judgment. He emphasizes that leaders in particular should avoid excesses to maintain the clarity of thought necessary to make wise and just decisions. This principle, although ancient, is extremely relevant to our modern life, where the temptation of excess is present in various forms, from alcohol consumption to the excessive use of technology. Let's reflect on the importance of moderation in our daily lives. Imagine that you are at a party with friends and the drink is flowing freely. It may be tempting to surrender completely to the moment, but Lemuel reminds us that it is vital to maintain control. Lack of moderation can lead to decisions we will regret later, affecting not only ourselves, but also those around us. This does not mean that we should avoid pleasure or festivities, but rather that we should participate with responsibility and self-awareness. The concept of self-control extends far beyond alcohol consumption. Think about how we spend our time daily. The digital age offers us an abundance of entertainment and information, but without moderation, we can easily get lost in endless hours on social networks, online games, or television series. Lemuel teaches us the importance of balancing our activities so that we can devote adequate time to work, study, family, and rest. This balance is crucial for our mental and physical well-being. In addition, moderation is essential when it comes to food. In a world where processed food and unhealthy options are everywhere, self-control in choosing the foods we consume is critical to maintaining good health. Eating in a balanced and conscious way helps us avoid long-term health problems and provides us with the energy we need to meet the daily challenges. Self-control also applies to our emotions and reactions. In situations of stress or conflict, it's easy to get carried away by anger or frustration. However, the ability to remain calm and respond thoughtfully is a demonstration of strength and maturity. Lemuel encourages us to cultivate this ability, as it is essential for the peaceful resolution of problems and the maintenance of healthy relationships. In professional life, moderation and self-control are equally important. Avoiding overwork, for example, is crucial to preventing burnout. Knowing when to stop and rest, delegating tasks, and maintaining a sustainable pace of work are practices that help us be more productive and effective in the long term. Likewise, the ability to control our impulses and emotions in the workplace contributes to a more harmonious organizational climate and more rational and fair decisions. King Lemuel's fourth teaching is about the importance of caring for the family, something he eloquently emphasizes in Proverbs chapter 31 verse 10 to 31. In this passage, Lemuel describes the virtuous woman who dedicates her time, energy, and love to her family, taking care of every detail to ensure that everyone is well. This teaching highlights the centrality of the family as a fundamental pillar in the life of any person, and how investing in family relationships can bring immense rewards. Let's explore how this teaching can be applied in our modern life. In a world where the fast pace often leaves us with no time for our loved ones, it is crucial to remember that family should be a priority. Caring for the family does not only mean providing financially, but also being present emotionally and physically. Constant presence, willingness to listen, and unconditional support are fundamental aspects that strengthen family ties. Imagine that you work long hours and when you get home you are exhausted. It may be tempting to disconnect and rest alone, but Lemuel teaches us that quality family time is essential. This can be as simple as having dinner together, talking about each other's day, or participating in family activities. These moments, though seemingly small, have a profound impact on building solid, healthy relationships. Caring for the family also involves raising children. Teaching them values like respect, honesty, and empathy is one of the most important responsibilities we have. The example of Lemuel's virtuous woman shows how a loving and disciplined family environment can prepare children to be responsible and compassionate adults. In addition, creating an environment where everyone feels safe and supported contributes to the emotional well-being of each family member. In addition to children, caring for the family includes respect and attention to parents and grandparents. In many cultures, elders are seen as sources of wisdom and experience, and honoring them is part of Lemuel's teaching. Offering support, companionship, and care to them not only shows gratitude, but also strengthens the family fabric, creating a sense of continuity and legacy. In married life, the importance of caring for the family translates into nurturing the relationship with the spouse. Marriage is a partnership that requires constant effort, open communication, and mutual understanding. Lemuel reminds us that love and mutual respect are fundamental to a lasting and healthy relationship. Taking time for the spouse, showing appreciation, and working together to solve problems strengthens the union and creates a harmonious family environment. Home administration is another important aspect mentioned by Lemuel. Keeping the home organized and functional contributes to the well-being of all. This does not mean that a person should carry the full weight of household responsibilities, but rather that all family members can contribute according to their abilities. Working together to maintain the home is a way to demonstrate care and commitment to collective well-being. King Lemuel's fifth teaching is about the value of virtue and integrity, a central theme that permeates his discourse in Proverbs 31. Lemuel exalts the qualities of character and the importance of living a virtuous life. He describes the virtuous woman as one of great value, whose actions are guided by sound ethical and moral principles. This teaching reminds us that true greatness is not only in what we achieve materially, but in the person we become through our choices and actions. In modern life, virtue and integrity remain admirable and essential virtues. They define who we are and how we interact with the world around us. Integrity involves consistency between our words, actions, and principles. It means being honest and trustworthy in all circumstances, even when no one is looking. Lemuel reminds us that integrity is a priceless treasure because it is the basis of solid relationships and an irreproachable reputation. Virtue, in turn, refers to the set of moral qualities that guide our choices and behaviors. It includes virtues such as goodness, generosity, patience, and justice. Cultivating virtue is not only a matter of external behavior, but also of developing a strong and resilient internal character. This implies making difficult choices based on ethical principles, even if these choices require personal sacrifices. A clear example of this is when we are faced with situations where there is a temptation to take ethical shortcuts or to compromise our values in search of personal gains. Lemuel teaches us that true greatness comes from persistence in doing what is right, even when it involves facing difficulties or resistance. This applies not only to our personal lives, but also to our careers and the way we conduct our business. In addition, virtue and integrity are fundamental to building meaningful and lasting relationships. Virtuous people are naturally attracted to each other because they recognize and value these essential qualities. Relationships based on mutual trust and respect are more likely to withstand the challenges and adversities that life inevitably presents. In the public sphere, virtue and integrity are essential characteristics of effective and respected leaders. They inspire confidence and serve as positive examples for others to follow. Lemuel reminds us that those who seek to lead must do so with humility and responsibility, putting the welfare of others above their own interests. So, what did you think of these teachings of King Lemuel? Do you think they are still applicable today? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to enjoy the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you next time.